The Unsolved Murder of John Thomas Reynolds, 1996, a brutal mystery in Christchurch. The violent death of John Thomas Reynolds, a 55-year-old scrap metal dealer, in his Christchurch yard in 1996 remains an enduring and chillingly unsolved homicide in New Zealand. The circumstances surrounding his murder point to a brutal, close-quarters attack by an unknown assailant, leaving a void of unanswered questions that has persisted for decades. John Thomas Reynolds operated Garden City Scrap Company at 220 Hazeldean Road, Sydenham. He was a familiar figure in the local industrial area, known for his straightforward manner and diligence in his business. On Sunday, April 28, 1996, Reynolds failed to return home for lunch as was his routine. Growing concerned, his brother Michael went to the yard later that evening, around 6 p.m., where he discovered the horrific scene. Reynolds was found lying face down, approximately 5 meters inside the large roller door of his workshop, near the scales he used for weighing materials. He lay in a significant pool of blood, his head savagely bashed in by a heavy, blunt instrument. It was evident he had been struck repeatedly while on the floor, suffering fatal injuries. The lack of any apparent struggle suggested Reynolds was either ambushed swiftly from behind or encountered someone he knew and trusted. The large roller door to the workshop was closed, indicating entry was likely made through a smaller access door. An investigation was launched following the discovery. Detectives noted that despite the brutality, a significant sum of money, $2,200, remained untouched in Reynolds' top pocket, which complicated the initial theory of robbery as a primary motive. The weapon used to inflict the fatal blows was never located. Investigators compiled lists of customers and sought public assistance regarding specific types of scrap metal, but these lines of inquiry yielded no breakthrough. More than 2 decades later, the identity of John Reynolds' killer remains unknown. The case has been reviewed over the years, yet no charges have ever been laid. For John Reynolds' family, the passage of time has not diminished the impact of his violent death, nor their continued search for the truth and justice for a murder that remains shrouded in mystery.